This is the first time in, I think, 9+ years of our show being a television product that your last name has to be O'Connell to appear on the second hour of the program, or any hour of the program. Kevin O'Connell, the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, joining us in hour number 2. And thus, the voice you're hearing, he's allowed on this program right now.
Right.
Because his name is Jerry O'Connell.
Sure.
One of our favorites to ever appear on this program. And he just knocked me over the feather, the host of Pictionary. Season 2 airs weekdays on Fox-owned stations across the country. You just knocked me over with a feather by saying you've never been here. You've only called into the show.
I've never been in. I mean, first time
Good to see you
in person. Long time caller. Let me just say, everyone here, you missed the trifecta. What's the trifecta that you missed today? Coach Kevin, me, starting QB this weekend, Aiden O'Connell. Guys, come on.
We have a segment available in in between Jerry now and Kevin later on in the hour.
He's starting.
Is that confirmed? I haven't seen
I don't know.
anywhere.
It's up in the air. It could be Brian Hoyer because for some reason the football gods can't quit Brian Hoyer.
By the way, my cousin Aiden looked great. I'm not kidding. I thought he looked really good. The Raiders are a scrappy team. I'm excited for them.
Well, and the Raiders, how unchill is this? Is they gave him Derek Carr's number. Thanks, Derek. See ya. Let's throw the 4 on Aiden. You're right.
Wasn't that game tough to watch last night? Oh man.
Well, until those points started going like crazy.
I know, but you got I got to tell you, I had nightmares about Foster Moreau last night. Seeing him on the sidelines with his head, that is the agony of defeat right there. It is so tough. Should honest question, everyone here, should he have had that catch?
I mean, the ball was in the air. It was there for him to have.
Any excuses?
No.
You guys are harsh, man.
What would be the excuse, though?
It was a little just a touch overthrown.
I don't know.
I mean,
honestly,
the
though,
guy's been through a lot, but it hit his hands.
He has been through a lot.
Yeah.
That might be the only thing. Is it's just like it's been a while since he's been in these situations. But
that was harsh.
I thought you were saying it was a tough watch because you were going against Travis Etienne in one of your fantasy leagues, Jerry. I thought that's where you were going with that.
I do love fantasy.
How many leagues are you in?
I'm in an illegal amount of leagues. It's actually illegal in some states. The amount of leagues I'm in. I am in a 2 QB league with a lot of your friends, a lot of the cast members of the league.
Oh, you're in that one?
Yes, and it's a 2 QB league, so it's very frustrating.
How many teams are in this league?
Only 12.
So you need. They're not even 24 starting quarterbacks in the NFL, and there's 32 teams in the NFL.
I think there are. I think you can get away with 24. It hits like 28 or something where it gets iffy. But I did draft Derek Carr thinking that he and Olave and
Mike
Thomas, and when Kamara came back, he was just going to light it up, and I was incorrect about that.
Well, but he's had back-to-back 300-yard games, though. I mean, I don't know if that means in my fantasy league that I want to win. That's a 5-yard bonus.
It's just a little too painful when you're seeing Taysom running into the end zone and stuff. It's just you can't. It keeps you up at night. You're angry at your kids for the next 6 days. Your wife, you don't want to talk to them. Oh, I do want to get to this Coach Harbaugh cheating scandal for a second.
Sure, go for it.
That I heard you guys talking about. It is interesting.
Sweetheart. Yes.
Sorry.
No, you're such a sweetheart. Go ahead. Keep going.
I do want to get to this. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when Coach Belichick was accused of this by Coach Mangini.
Yes, sir.
Remember all this?
Spygate, it was called.
Spygate. By the way, when you go to the bathroom here at the RE show,
yes, you saw that?
There's a picture of Coach Belichick looking at you, and it says, "Do your job." And
do you like that one?
I did.
Is it unsettling?
I got a little stage fright. It was a little tough. It took me a second or two to get going. You know.
Yep.
And then it was like I went going, and then I stopped going, and then I
didn't do your job.
It was tough. But Belichick really he applies that pressure. No, I wanted to say I'm old enough to remember Spygate. And it's funny about reading signs. Like, yes, Coach Harbaugh is being accused of going out of his way to read them. But if the signs are there, and especially in college football where they hold up like it's a box of Cracker Jack and like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and then me and then Beyonce. And it's like, what is going on here? And it's like, oh, they're blitzing whenever you see Beyonce. So it's sort of tough not to read signs. It's like, I mean, this is going to be weird. and tell me when we're on air. But like my like I know my wife's like passcode to her like phone and stuff, and it's like, I mean, because I have her passcode, I can look at all her messages and DMs, right? That's okay, right? Hello? Is this thing on? I'm allowed to go. Like, look, I have a
you are allowed to go, but did you get another member of your staff to go seek out her information illegally against the rules of matrimony?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm trying to get the analogy
First of
right.
all, thank you for assuming I have a staff. If by staff you mean my cat, then yes.
Yes, by the way, I do mean that. I meant your cat.
No, but I mean, if I have a pretty good idea of what my wife's Instagram password is, I'm allowed to see what's going on, right? Hello?
Hey, I just want to know who's sliding in. Do you know who's sliding into the
No,
DMs?
nobody. Come on, I'm kidding. We're too old for that.
And by the way, I believe the cat, because I know your wife's a dynamite animal rescue person.
Yes, a
sir.
lot of
having hosted a program.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, you did. You guys did the Rescue Dog Show. That was so cute.
We did
Rich
that
and my wife hosted.
back in the
It's like a
day.
best in show, but for rescue dogs. It was so cute. Thank you for all your help there. But yes, much like the illegal amount of fantasy leagues I'm in.
How many?
We have an illegal amount of pets. Illegal.
So hold on. That's a new, what's more
what's
likely?
more likely?
More
Okay.
pets?
Oh, yeah, let's have an
guess.
over-under.
Let's
Yeah.
guess. More pets or more fantasy leagues?
Fantasy leagues.
You're incorrect. More pets. More pets. And the over-under will be 9.5 pets.
Get out of here.
Are you betting
Stop.
the over or under?
Stop.
9.5 pets.
Do hamsters count? Do birds
Hamsters don't
count?
count. We're talking just like
Four-legged
real pets,
creatures
like cats and dogs.
who need to be taken either for a walk or litter boxes cleaned, is what you're saying.
9.5 is the over-under.
Do you really have more than 10 animals?
Are you taking the over? Everybody takes the over.
I'm taking the under on that. I'm taking the under on that.
Men bet unders.
I'm doing under. So you've got more fantasy leagues than pets. Correct.
I have more pets than fantasy leagues, and the over would win. We have 10 animals
Oh, my
currently in our
God.
house. Yeah, and we live in a studio apartment. That said, fun fact about gambling and unders. Did you know that the under hits
It's crushing 61% right now.
61%.
Yeah.
Are you
Crazy.
serious?
Yeah.
On the NFL season, the unders are crushing.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I guess the Bills-Giants game would be a perfect example.
Last week, I think they were 13-2 or something. It was crazy. Unders last
Really?
week. Yeah.
Because I live here in Southern California, I had the honor of going to the Chargers-Cowboys game on Monday. And man, after a couple quarters there, I was like, it's a good thing I don't gamble, because I would always bet the over, because I love to celebrate life. And
So is the under like the don't pass line on a craps table?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Really?
yeah.
So you're
It's
betting against, I don't
Points.
know.
You're
Or hold on a minute.
pro
You
punt.
were, again, as you know, I don't do this for a living, celebrating defense. What about that?
Yeah.
That's another side. I mean, the defense is a side of the football.
hey,
sir.
listen, it got the Browns to beat the Niners last week.
Correct.
With a backup
Yes.
quarterback. It's all about the defense.
That was probably another under.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
yeah.
Okay.
I think we're onto something here.
Now, why are you not telling? I feel like I'm trying to get Marshall Falk's handicap out of him. What is the exact number of fantasy football leagues that you are in, Jerry O'Connell?
I'm in. This is going to be kind of disappointing. I'm in 5.
That's not disappointing.
That's
That's
a lot.
insane.
That's still a lot.
That's still a large number.
I'm in 5.
How do you figure? What
I'm
is
in 5. I'm doing pretty terribly in all of them. I mean, two things you should never do with me. Take any sort of financial advice. I really thought crypto was the future. I thought that was it. I mean,
You and Matt Damon.
it took my kids. Didn't do any commercials where I'm easy now. Took a lot of my money and put it in there, and that was an error. And invested pretty heavily in Justin Fields this season.
It's not working out.
Yeah,
He's kind of the crypto of fantasy quarterbacks.
He showed greatness there for a second. Man, that Thursday night game was something else. But
That was a flash.
also invested really heavily in Nick Chubb. We hope everybody feels better.
Yes.
That was a first
Well,
rounder.
it was a wise investment.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, that was just a freak thing that happened to
It's been
him.
a little bit of a bust. I do love a good dumpster dive, like finding somebody in like late rounds. McLaurin has been a big hit for me. Pittman has been a big hit for me. I do love like grabbing those guys in the late rounds.
So which is the league you want to win? Everybody's got that league.
Oh, man, it's this league that I'm in with all those guys who were in that television show, The League. Because they're all comedians and very funny, the trash talk is really personal, really, really personal. And there's also you have to pay a penalty if you come in last place.
Oh yeah, but that's like the TV show. I know. Okay, so what is the penalty?
Is
it mentionable?
It's mentionable, but it's a fee. I mean, you have to pay it. And
I see.
It's I've had to pay that 4 times. Oh, yeah, it's really frustrating. So, like money, financial advice, and fantasy advice. Don't listen to anything I say.
Well, I think, listen, you do have somebody here on the set who can commiserate. Back in the day of our program, we mentioned 9 years we've been on the air. The first 4 years we were on the air, we had an NCAA tournament, pool here.
Sure. Yeah.
And the loser of the pool had to dress up like a clown.
Sure.
In clown makeup.
Okay.
Every single
year.
Happy
clown or like Pennywise, scare people?
Well, it was weirdo Pennywise scare people until Eric Stone Street, famed clown extraordinaire aficionado, got angry with us about not performing the makeup process in a very clown professional manner. He helped us with it.
Okay. There are guidelines.
And so Chris Brockman, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but like you, 4 times dressed up as a clown.
In a row.
Yeah. Honestly.
I had March Sadness.
You had March Sadness is what we called it.
March Sadness.
This is what we called it. March Sadness.
Frustrating sports. I mean, it's impossible. And there's no...
It's all luck.
You can't figure it out. There's no way to figure it out.
Well, certainly with the NCAA tournament.
No. And Chris didn't figure it out 4 years in a row.
Yeah,
let's talk Pictionary. I mean, this is what you want to promote here. So,
yeah, of course. I host a show called Pictionary.
Yes, you sure do.
If you don't know what that game is,
you're out of your mind.
Get out from under the rock.
Right.
You live under. It's really fun. I'm a game show host now. Isn't it crazy?
Dude, nothing. I feel in my way. I was born on the planet to give away a cash or a prize.
That's really
Good
fun.
for you, man.
You know what else is fun? Is like, I'm from the East Coast. I live in Southern California now.
Yes, sir.
I have a car.
Yes.
I drive to work in Southern California. I'm married pretty happily. I mean, at least from where I sit, I have kids and I'm a game show host. I drive to work and I'm like, I can't believe this is my life. Like, and when I'm a game show host, like, I have a voice that I talk in a little bit when I do it. Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it when you host a game show. You got to, I'm so sorry, but you're going home with this. And you like hit things with like a high note and you go, oh, I'm so sorry, that's incorrect. But you know what? You ran out of time. It doesn't matter. We're sending you home with this. And then there's like someone who does the voiceover.
This is great, yeah. Oh, fantastic.
And I feel so legit.
I totally understand what you're saying. Years ago, we got a call at NFL Network to see if I think it was Eric Davis at the time was on the network in support of CBS having the Super Bowl. They wanted to promote the fact, and I'm like, okay, like that doesn't usually need promotion. That you have a Super Bowl, everyone kind of knows it. But anyway, to help promote it, would I appear on The Price Is Right to give away a showcase in the final showcase? And I said, of course, dream come true.
Yeah.
But I would only do it if I could say the words "brand new car."
Wow.
That was my stipulation. And in the same way, if I had to give away a car and say the words "brand new car," and the only way to say it, "brand new car,"
yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like that's the way you got to say that.
Yeah. There is. I do have to say there is.
Oh my God, I get it. Get it.
The best thing about hosting a game show is you're giving away money that is not your money. It's so
and you're making people happy.
Amazing. And people hug you like, thank you so much for this. And I want to be like, it's not my money. And
there's taxes care. And,
I do have to say, Price is Right. What an inspiration.
Dude.
I do an imitation of Price is Right. Can I do it for you?
You please. Yeah. Bring it. bring it. I love it. The man to your right, T.J. Jefferson, has appeared on The Price is Right. What price? You played Master Key, did you not? Oh, yeah?
Master Key, yes.
Look at
Just to show you what we're big.
Spin it. I'll do the sound effects. You ready?
Yeah, here we go.
All right,
we
Mr.
actually
E,
have the wheeler.
let's go.
By the way, because again, you're a big fantasy nut. On Monday's show, in advance of the Rich Eisen Show NBA basketball fantasy draft, we are going to spin the wheel, each of us, for draft order.
Wow.
So let's. This is my practice spin
Practice round.
with Jerry O'Connell.
Here we go.
Host of Pictionary on Fox-owned stations, coast to coast. Weekdays. Check your local listings.
Ready.
Words I love to say. Or go to PictionaryOnTV.com.
Coach, and my cousin Coach O'Connell coming up next.
That's
Love
right.
him.
Kevin O'Connell's coming up
Great
next.
coach.
Here we go. This
Love
is my
those
practice
Vikings.
spin in advance. Highest total on the wheel gets first overall pick in the draft. Here we go. 30. I'd have to. There's no spin again.
I don't know. I think you
shot.
got to put some WD-40 in that thing. It just like stopped pretty abruptly.
It just
did.
kind of like.
Let's do it one more time. 80. Okay, very
went
good.
over.
Well done.
Oh, you're
I thought
over.
you were going. Nice, thank you. By the way, just to see how my game show brain always works, whenever I see in an NFL game a punt goes out of bounds and the side judge walks up with his hand up in the air or her hand up in the air
Right.
to figure out where the ball is going to be placed. They never run up to the spot and stop. They always walk and walk and walk because I think they're getting guidance from an official up the field. I think of the yodeler from
Wow, that's
from the Price is
so
Right.
awesome to get inside of Mr. Eisen's head, isn't it? It's like so
think
weird.
of the yodeler from The Price is Right because it does look like the yodeler. We don't know where the yodeler is going to stop, and then it stops. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really true. I never really thought about that.
You're speechless.
This is
I'm a
like
weirdo,
a
man.
Rorschach. This is like a Rorschach test. I just want to say I am the only guest on this show today who ordered and read your book, Mr. Eisen. I really loved it.
Wow,
Yeah,
dude.
it was
That
about
was
his
from
whole.
2007.
It's such a good book. It was about his whole year at the
Yes.
NFL Network, and it starts off at the. I remember it starts off at the combine, and then it goes through the whole year. And
Yeah, man.
I just found it to be such a
Thank
fascinating
you.
broadcasting point of view book, and it really what I got out of it is that like your work is never done. There's always something to do.
something.
You know, you thought of at the time the NFL season I think was 16 weeks back then.
Yeah.
And that's just one part of everyone's job.
Yes, I appreciate that. And it's such a thrill to finally have you here so I could finally meet the one person who bought it. I thought to myself, who is that one person who bought my book?
It was me.
It was
I should have brought it to have you
O'Connell.
sign it.
worry,
I
we
still
don't
have
have
it.
it.
I'm really like,
You got a whole shelf of
really
them.
like
Take them
fanning
home.
out here.
We have
like
many copies.
I was
Don't
so
worry.
excited to see you until you started talking about like what like childhood memories you think of whenever a punt goes out of bounds and stuff, and you
Yes.
like raise your hands.
I do
That's
think
when
of
it got
that.
weird.
As if, no, it got weird when you admitted you sneak into your wife's Instagram account. That's when it
Read
got
signs,
weird.
man. Come on, they're out there. You ever see a ref call offsides and just think of your babysitter? Anyone else?
Just me.
Hello?
That's right. I always think of Master Key at a holding call.
Mastermind.
That's what, by the way, he played Master Key.
Oh, wow.
It was awful, Jerry.
Tell him your mistake. Tell him your mistake, TJ.
Here's the mistake, Jerry. I didn't even call it a mistake. I got out there. I moonwalked when they called my name. Everybody laughed, and at that point, it just became a stand-up show. I was less concerned with winning the prize than making everybody
Well,
laugh.
and then your Master Key, as you know, they have 5 keys.
No, he probably
up
doesn't
there.
know because no one knows this game.
It is a very rare game, very rare pricing game. There's 5 keys, and the rule is you got to take the middle key.
Right.
He didn't take the middle key.
Right.
He only got 1 key, and it unlocked.
Nothing. It was
Nothing.
the one key that opened
But
no locks.
you did spin the wheel,
I did spin the wheel.
and you got to the
I got
final
to the
showcase.
Final showcase.
And
yeah.
then now here's the photograph of what happened in the final showcase. Put it up on the screen. There it is.
Oh, gosh. That's so crazy.
But what would you have done with a trip and motorcycles plural anyway?
Yeah, right. Like, who needs that? Let me ask you something, Jerry, real quick. Before
Yeah.
you go. You're
That
up
was
there,
a double over.
2 Harley Davidson motorcycles. What would you guess would be the price?
Oh, God. He's working it out.
I don't think you can ever go over 35,000. That's for sure. So I would go like 33,000.
I wish I would have. Even at that, I would have went over. These 2 Harleys were $8,000 a piece. I bid $42,000. I think $44,000, and the actual retail price was.
Guys, this is a lot of fun. I'm a huge fan of the NFL. I thought this was a sports show.
No, it's a life
Just
show.
talking game shows and
Jerry
Pictionary and
O'Connell,
stuff.
it's a life show. Everybody check out season 2 of
Love
Pictionary.
you guys. It was so fun
weekdays
coming here. I mean that.
on Fox
You do great work.
stations across the country. Check your local listings at PictionaryTV.com.
Oh, and we need contestants. PictionaryOnTV.com. If you're a pair, if you have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a spouse, an ex, a neighbor, someone you love, someone you hate, anyone. We need pairs. Pictionary on TV. If you're in Southern California, please come. We love interesting, fun people that would win at something like Master Key.
It'd be great.
Team Rich Eisen on the.
Oh yeah, do like big celebrity.
I can't come on as a contestant.
Oh, I think if I know you can't come on because it's like giving money away to people I know.
Yeah, but as he says, that's what the point of being a game show host. You give away money that's not yours to people you don't know.
Right, but we could give it to charity possibly. I mean, that would be something.
I'm happy to do whatever.
Something nice.
And I just, if you do go to PictionaryOnTV.com and you make it on the show, just hide your phone passcode from the host.
Because he will.
And as we go to break, one more photograph
out there.
One more photograph. This is the pressure, other than your bladder, in our green room bathroom.
That's what I saw when I was.
Do your job.
It was really, I couldn't go. And then when I did, it was burning. It was all weirdness. It was weird.
Wow. Burning. You got to talk to your doctor.
It's just not like fire, just like a tingling.
Okay.
Are we on? Is this on?
It is.
This is on?
Well, it's about to be off. Thanks for coming on.
I love you. Love
Jerry
you guys.
O'Connell, everybody. At Mr. Jerry OC on all Twitter and Instagram. There it is. Back here on the Rich Eisen Show. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.